Hi there folks, and welcome back to Rich Reviews. I want to thank everyone who's watching Cafe Society. I want to thank everyone who's been watching Sausages Party. I want to thank everyone. I just really want to thank everyone for watching these videos. And, you know, some of the lesser videos, could we please rise them up, you know, folks. As always, folks, please just subscribe to this channel. Talk about this channel with your friends, family. Do everything. Yay. You're welcome, folks. Yes. Snowden. And this is the latest from Oliver Stone. And this movie jumps back and forth in time. It starts off with documentarian Lauren Paltrow, played by Melissa Leo, and Glenn Greenwald, played by Zachary Quinto, of all people. They go off to Hong Kong to meet with Edward Snowden, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in a Hong Kong, as I said, in a Hong Kong hotel in 2013. As a result of this meeting, Edward Snowden would go off to Russia, and it's been there ever since. And Lauren Paltrow would go on to win Best Documentary Feature for Citizen 4 because of this meeting. We also get the backstory of his life. Like, he wanted to join the army in 2004, but due to the fact that he broke both his legs, he was medically discharged. And so then he bounced around from the NSA and CIA because, as he says, you know, basically the NSA and CIA are a revolving door of people who are as a revolving door around contractors, basically. They go to DC, Switzerland, Japan, and, you know, Hawaii, basically. And I think in Switzerland he also does meet with, like, a agent played by Timothy Olyphant. It's a very bizarre scene, to say the least. All the while he has a long-suffering but understanding girlfriend named Lindsay, played by Shailene Woodley, of all people. Now, all of this is because he learns the tricks of the trade. He learns that the government is holding all these secrets, surveillance things, and all this information that's on daily Americans or, you know, people, their own program of all things as well. There is a scene in which Snowden is talking to his former CIA teacher, Corbin, who is played by Rafe Fazine, and they discuss the nature of freedom versus security. And in which one of them asks, you know, would you trade your freedom to be safe? You know, and this is a fascinating conversation. This is all played out when Snowden and Corbin are going hunting, basically, and it's a fascinating scene. I just wish they would play. I wish the scene would have more relevance in the film, basically. Again, there was a time when Oliver Stone films were treated as an event. But here's the basic problem here. This film is boring, and I never thought I'd say it's been an Oliver Stone film, because if you look back at his like 80s and 90s work, such as, you know, Born on the 4th of July, Platoon, which won for the Oscar for that year, and also say like Wall Street, and even Nixon, he brought an attitude towards something, and he told you what he thought about it. For a part of a decade now, he's really been neutered. I think it's like no one really went to see Wall Street 2 Might Never Sleeps. No one really cared about Alexander. No one really particularly cared that Bush. No one also really cared about W. So it's like, you know, again, he had an attitude, but the attitude here is really lost. Clearly, Stone thinks Snowden is a hero in this film, and I don't fault him for that. He clearly thinks that. But after 2 hours and 15 minutes, it's like, okay, he discovers, oh, all this is bad. It's like, so it took you 2 hours and 15 minutes for this entire film, obviously for several years, to understand it. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. It's like, okay, so what? And I don't mean to belittle people who think someone's a traitor, and I don't mean to belittle anyone who thinks he's a hero. So here's the thing about biopics. One, you have to look like the person. Two, you have to have the mannerisms of the person. Or three, you have to have the essence of the person. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has none of those three things. It's like, okay, he tries to do some of the mannerisms of Snowden, but it really just falls flat. It's like, I don't buy him as Snowden. He's like, maybe he's trying to play a downbeat Snowden, or maybe, like a low-key Snowden. Again, maybe that's how Snowden is in real life. I don't know. Again, I never spent time with Snowden, and therefore, you know, I can't comment. Zachary Quinto as Glenn Greenwald is like, I'm sorry, I don't see connection there, I don't see connection here. It's like, okay. When it comes to Shailene Woodley, I'll say this, it's, at least, this ain't the Divergent films. I liked her in The Descendants, I liked her, you know, I haven't seen Fault in Our Stars, but clearly people like that film. But it's like, again, if she wants to have a good career, I don't think this is the film for her. It's like, have you seen Edward Snowden's actual girlfriend? She is stunning, my friends. And it's like, wow, she's gorgeous. And it's like, Shailene Woodley, you know, again, I'm not saying Shailene Woodley is any not hot herself, but it's like, again, sometimes there's, as they say, opposites attract sometimes. So in the end, folks, besides giving you a basic primer of who Edward Snowden is, and you know, if you're not key to know who Edward Snowden is, this might give you some backstory, I guess. But if you really want to check out, I guess, the documentary version of this, go see, you know, Citizen, or go rent Citizen 4. So what I'm going to do, folks, because of that primer, I'm going to give this a ranking of Netflix, just because I feel like you'll get your basic Edward Snowden, and you know, again, could he be the guy that, you know, has been in the recent report says was a disgruntled employee? Possibly. So folks, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, folks, just subscribe to this channel, folks. Spread the word, folks. And as always, enrich yourself with knowledge, because otherwise you're going to be left in the dark. See ya. Comment down below, folks. See ya.